And now understand that moving forward, we really need to have that more integrated approach.
This is part of our consciousness. Je suis africain. If we can say je suis africain, I am African. Yo soy africano, I am African. If we can include that in our consciousness, then that, I think, is a tremendous step. We've been looking at the West African, West Indian. But when we look at the issue of Pan-Africanism, we look at the African from Tierra del Fuego in Argentina, with the home of the tango, which is a black dance, to the building of St. John's in Nova Scotia, which was done by black slaves, to the Henson being at the Arctic Circle, doing the North Pole, to the fact that 26 to 30% of Colombia is classified as black, and given the ambiguousness of race in South America, which means that basically about 60% of the population could be classified as black in the American context. So we have the African diaspora all over the place. And we're tied together by this DNA, by spirituality, by the music, by how we look at the world, how we perceive the world in terms of our culture. Does anyone have a last comment?
It's funny, before coming I was reading these Black World Negro Digest issues back in the 60s and 70s, and funny enough, in 1963, 1965, in the 70s, they're having exactly these discussions. Somewhere I think we haven't really made sure that it's transmitted over and that we really fully understanding and build upon the conversation we have been having. But I think we need to keep this going, and hopefully that we will keep building upon it as opposed to restarting every time.
I just wanted to add that I hope, to build on to what you said, that we do build some sort of institution around this, continue to support each other in our individual efforts, whatever that is, whether it's music, whether it's studying economics or social work, or whatever you're doing. We should be in connection with each other all the time in that way, and build shared institutions. Because when I look back in our history, I see in New York City there were black intellectuals, black musicians, folks doing these types of things, having study groups, and all over the place all the time, and we need to reconnect all the time in that way.
I'm very excited about where we are. This is revolutionary to me. We're coming together. We're reunited. We are reunited, and we have an opportunity to continue this dialogue. It is an eternal dialogue, and this is part, I feel, of our solution, that we have an eternal dialogue, and that in that dialogue we make sure that when we leave the table or wherever we are, we really truly do understand what we mean, and not just think we understand what each other means. And we try to do it in a peaceful and compassionate way, and we try to be a little bit more patient with one another, just a little bit more patient. And I think that will help us a long way, because really this is about loving each other. We love each other, or we wouldn't be sitting here trying to work this out.
We thank the panel for this excellent discussion, and we're signing off.
Thank you.
But on the issue of cooperative systems, it's not that easy. I mean, think back. No, it's not that easy, because I think if we are thinking of something radically different, it's not going to be